Welcome back to How to Souls. My name is Rach and today we're going to continue with our walkthrough of Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. We are here in lovely, sunny, perpetually flipping sunset Majula. Beautiful. Love it. And we are going to head to the Shaded Woods, which is, you can get to that from Majula. If you have just come from the past episode, the last episode, and you just finished Earthen Peak and you got to the Iron Keep and you would rather continue with that area, be my guest. I don't fancy it. It's kind of pain. Then you can visit this video up here. I've just put it in the cards at the top right for you, and you can skip ahead to that part of the walkthrough if you so desire. But today we are going to go up here, up this path here, to the, well, eventually this area heads to the Shaded Woods. So this area just on the left here. My favourite NPC in the game, my people, Ben Hart. He's got his fake Moonlight Greatsword. Don't kill him, it's not worth it. He's the best, I promise. There's 3 life gems there. No bad, no bad. But yeah, we'll chat to him just to like progress his quest. He's a good boy.
Have you business with me? The way yonder is all blocked up, you see, by this god-awful statue.
God-awful!
Who thought it a good idea to put it there? Oh, I'm in quite the pickle now.
Gives me the willies.
See that statue? Gives me the willies.
Gives me the willies.
Stare.
He's got
Aye.
such a good accent, man. You didn't think a real life person got turned to stone? That is exactly what's happened, and we know it for a fact because we have seen this before. So this is Roselia is a Pokemon. Rose something. She is the pyromancy apprentice, like pyromancy trainer. She got stuck, she got turned into stone while trying to open this lever. So if we want to open that lever to get through this door, we're going to need to unpetrify her, first of all. So use a fragrant branch of yore. We have like 2. I think we have 2. We've got 2. If for whatever reason you do not have 2 or you don't have 1, perhaps you maybe haven't done the Lost Sinner yet. Because the fragrant branch of yore after the Lost Sinner tends to be the way that I do things. We do that, and then we do Lost Batila, we do Sinner's Rise, and then we come here and we do this. So maybe you haven't done that. So you can get one there. You can also buy one from Melentia in Majula. So we use a fragrant branch of yore on her. Do not pull the lever just yet. We're going to chat to her first. Look at her in those grotty heckin' clothes. I actually think they look pretty cool. I like the style that she's going for. It's chic. It's moth-eaten, you know? Lassie!
I've been...
I guess the petrification, it gets in the lungs.
I'm fine. No. Thank you so
Rosabeth.
much.
You're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome.
I still haven't thanked you.
You thanked me, you did.
Well, I'm quite a hand
Hey.
at pyromancy. So, perhaps...
So, I do think originally they planned on having her gift you a pyromancy glove or a fire seed because she's like, oh, I'm good at pyromancy. Here, have a pebble. Doesn't really make a lot of sense. But, so gives us a smooth, shiny, silky, flippin' stone. You still don't know what those do yet, but we will do that in a future episode.
I was attacked and I owe you... Oh.
She was turned to stone and she says, I'm shameful. I'm wearing rags.
But... Do you have any clothing that you could spare? I'll take anything. Anything. Just...
So this is truly unique. We've never had to, like, gift an NPC something in a situation where, like, you can choose what to give them. So something, because I'm a massive troll and a massive perv, something I quite like to do is to give her the invisible armor set. So, because it's funny, she's basically just standing there in her small clothes. So we can do that. You can reinforce your pyromancy flame. If you have one, it costs a fire seed, of which we have picked up 2 during our adventures. Give equipment is to, when you've got an armor set that you're happy with her taking, it's give equipment. She sells a flame quartz ring, thunder quartz ring, dark quartz ring. The flame one in particular we might want to pick up for Iron Keep. Blue bar, yellow bar, orange bar does the same as the rings, but it's like a temporary wee boost. Doesn't take up a ring slot. And she sells 3 fire seeds as well as some pyromancy spells. So both offensive and utility from her. So to get her to move from here back to Majula, where it's much more convenient to trade with her, you have to give her equipment. But I think we can talk to her here.
When he said,
Carillion. Oh, either it's the equipment or you need Carillion. So Carillion is the sorcery trainer that we met in No Man's Wharf, but because we didn't have any intelligence, we are a dumb heckin' spear cleric. He didn't want to trade with us. He didn't want anything to do with us. So if I'm not mistaken, you maybe need both of those things. You need to give her clothes, and he also needs to be in Majula to get her to move to Majula. If I am incorrect, I will put the correction just on the screen now for you. If you draw your attention to the video, you can, yeah, there you go. Like, this is me correcting myself.
be safe.
Okay, so that's Rosabeth. I'm not, like, super ready to give her some clothes just yet. But now that we've talked to her, if we were to, say, go back to Majula and rest at the bonfire, she does sort of move here. And I believe she's standing just outside beside Benhart. In future, she does move out of this room, I'm pretty sure. So we're going to move on. We're going to go to the area after her. We're going to deal with her later. We're going to sort her out, guys. Don't worry. But we're on a time limit. We need to get to the Shaded Woods. Now that lever is free, you can pull it if you like, be my guest. But what I do recommend doing is holding off just 1 second and clearing out these rooms at the side. Because when you pull that lever, all of the doors at the top there, you see 1, 2, 3, 4. They all open, and all these poisonous, flippin' horrible, saggy belly chaps inside. Oh, can I just open the door, please? He's like behind the door. He like. There you go, mate. They all come out all at once. So if we're able to just take down 2 of them there, it makes it a lot easier, because now we only have to fight 4 instead of 6. If you have things like fire bombs, they're going to be a big help here just for doing a bunch of AoE damage. I have like 10. Oh, that's hexing urn. I mean, that would be good, don't I? I've got 4 black fire bombs here, so these are potentially going to help. When we pull this door opens eventually, but you can't just like run through this door. There is a basilisk there blocking the way. I know, it's a nightmare. These doors open, the 4 guys are going to come down, and this door at the back will close. So what you can do is you can sort of kite them around in a circle, just sort of control them, through a black firebomb. You can bottleneck them by going into one of these rooms and sort of attacking them one at a time. Obviously, this is risky, because if they do all manage to make it through the door, you're pretty much dead in this tiny little room with 4 of them. It's up to you, just sort of like play, just see how it goes. If you die, worst that can happen is you die and you're back at Majula. It's no big deal. So, pull this, you'll see. You'll see. These doors will all open. Here they come. There we go. So we're just going to kite them around in a circle here. Why did that explode? Why did that explode? I rolled into it. I'm not sure. Can my brain catch up, please? I'm not sure if they will attack Rosabeth. I don't think so. I need a really good, like, angle here for a firebomb. Nah, it's not happening. It's not happening. Right, now I'm in a corner, so it's not good. Oh! I thought we would get a couple of them, but we just got the basilisk. Love it. Amazing. Whoa! Right, that could have definitely been cleaner. Sorry. It's actually, do you know what? It's because I'm trying to talk. Flipping, playing and talking at the same time. I don't know how streamers do it, but the basilisks in this game have a high chance to drop upgrade stones, so do just like check in case he has dropped anything. And with only one way to go, we press onward. This door on the left here has a bonfire, which we are going to pick up. And then if we rest at it, I believe that's when Rosabeth moves. Basilisk will also respawn, obviously. Hey, we got another chance at an upgrade stone. They've got quite low health. Yeah, she's moved, so she's now outside. We can get her just by coming back through Majula. I forget which of these cages has stuff in them. I want to say this is a fire seed. Memory. I haven't played this game. It's an Estus flask shard! Do not miss that. It was down there. I haven't played this game in years, and it is so nice that I remember a decent amount of it, but it feels sort of still kind of fresh. So moving on to once again towards the Shaded Woods. It's quite a long route even to get to this area, which I think is quite nice. I do love a Dark Souls world that feels very interconnected. Like paths that go from place to place. I think that's why the Iron Keep one annoys me so much, because it doesn't make any sense. So we have one of these saggy belly dudes. I don't know their actual name. We'll call them saggy belly dudes. That is meant to sort of entice you into going to get him, into backstabbing him, but this one of course runs up at you, so just hang back, get him first. There's a few of these. There's some that throw rocks at you. I think this one up ahead throws rocks at you. That one on the right there, yeah. Do you know what though? You might think, how much damage can a wee rock do? Surprising amount of damage. So we're just going to funnel them back here. Just sort of take them out like that, out of the way of the rocks. God, this one's throwing them as well. Jeez, man. It can be, yeah, I think it like staggers you or something. It can be a pain. Up here on the left, on this ledge here, we do have a shiny up here to pick up another Pharos Lockstone. We are drowning in Pharos Lockstones, which is good because we will need them in an area up ahead. We will need a lot of them, but we'll also pick up a lot of them. So, well, yeah. You just know you want to throw a black firebomb in this, like, pile of guys. Oh my god, I hit like 2 of them. I wanted to hit all of them. Game! Game, please. Spoiling my fun. I feel like black firebombs are much more effective in Dark Souls 1 than they are in Dark Souls 2. Soul of a Pride Knight and Human Effigy. Nice! Free loot. Nice. And there's a couple more guys up. Oh no, this is a couple more guys after. Right, so this is kind of confusing. We've got a bonfire here. It might look like the way to go. Let's just rest, may as well. Ruined Fork Road. It might look like the way to go is just up ahead that way, but it's actually to the right. It's, yeah. Don't know why. These other 2 areas, this way goes to Aldia's Keep. This way goes to Castle Flippin' Drang Lake. We will go there eventually to these 2 areas. If you want to explore them right now, you can if you want, but we'll go there eventually anyway. So the way that you're supposed to go is just here on the right. The entranceway that is, well, foggy, shaded, foggy. The main thing to be aware of in this area is that there are invisible enemies. And you'll find that out pretty quickly. There you go, you can kind of see one in the distance. You can just kind of see like a shimmer in the right kind of light. It is bloody terrifying. You can kill them. If I'm not mistaken, you cannot target them, but you can attack them, which is going to be a nightmare for our spear because our spear doesn't actually have a lot of, I say range. Do you know what I mean? Like, it hits in a straight line in front of you. So what we're going to do is we're just going to stick to the left. Yeah, you can't target them. And we're just going to try and... we only angered one of them, which is good. Just try and... Oh, we got backstab! Nice! They respawn as well. But we're safe for now in this little clearing here. So this was just by sticking to the left. So we pick up a fire seed here. And then over here we can see something rather peculiar. It's a head in a pile of rocks.
Leave me be. I like it quiet. Leave me be.
Everyone's so mean in this game. I refuse.
What business have you here? You may call me Vengal.
Vingo.
'Tis red. Long ago.
Yeah, so he's literally a head.
Now I've grown weak.
He's
I know you may, but I
not
see
really sure how he
my-
got
my
here.
bo-
He says, beware of my body.
I learn you, and if I can,
And he likes us now because he's like, oh, I remember what it's like to talk and it's nice. He sells one of my favorite weapons in this game, and that is the Claymore. I love the Claymore. I recommend if you're in the mood for a great big sword, you've been leveling strength and dex equally, maybe to both about 30, try out the Claymore. I love it. It's got such a good move set. It's got thrust, it's got sweep, it's got like a flippin' can you call it a slam? Vertical flipping. It's got horizontal stuff, it's got vertical stuff. It's great. It's just very good. The damage actually is pretty good as well when it's like fully upgraded, so recommend that. Great sword, obviously massive stagger. You're gonna knock enemies down if you hit them with a great sword. It does require 28 strength, does a lot of damage, but the aiming on ultra great sword weapons is it's kind of tricky. It takes a bit of getting used to, so bear that in mind. But yeah, two very good weapons if you want to try those out. He sells great arrows, lightning urns, gold pine resin, could be good, and magic barrier. We could pick this up. We are a miracle user, so you never know. We might need. I can't actually think of a thing off the top of my head that we would need this for, but we'll buy it now, and then we might need it later.
I cannot lie. I was.
Okay, so now that we've talked to him, learn a little bit about him.
Why?
I don't think you... Yeah, there we go. So if you exhaust his dialogue, it doesn't really like further his quest, but he does give you his helmet. Go along and resume your journey. Which is kind of odd because he's still wearing the helmet, but he somehow gave it to us. It's pretty cool looking. It looks like a wolf. It is giving us a pretty heavy equipment burden, so I'm not going to be wearing it, but if you are enjoying the heavy armor, it's a pretty cool helmet. Coming out of here once again into the foggy scariness, you can see that guy back there has respawned. We're just going to continue sticking to the left. You can dip out and like get the shinies if you want, but first of all, we're just going to stick to the left, and I'm just going to show you how to get to the next area, the next bonfire. It's literally just by sticking to the left. Here we go. You'll find some stairs. And then up here is... See, I would call this area the Shaded Woods. But it's like Shaded Woods A and Shaded Woods B, I guess. Just there. No need for me to rest, really. So we're going to go back because I missed a couple things there. Just back into the spooky woods. It can be quite hard to sort of see where you're going. But first of all, we did pass a shiny on the way here. So we're just going to head back there. So we're sticking to the right now. Back the way we came. Until we get to this sort of high point here. And you should see the shiny just straight ahead of you down there. So we're probably going to pull a nerd doing this, but we have got the bonfire, so it's almost like... Whoa! It's kind of like almost like a suicide mission. They can backstab you, and they've got crossbows, and they do respawn, and yeah, they're just horrible. So mean having these guys be invisible. So again, stick to the right until we get to where the entrance was. We're just going back. Back. There we go. Just easier for me to describe where things are if we're doing it from the entrance. So from here, now instead of... Let me just do this, sorry. Instead of sticking to the left, now we're going to stick to the right. Casters, if you're a spellcaster. There's a really cool ring here that you can get. So right until you get a shiny. Keep right. Eventually you're going to see a Chiesta. We've gone sort of like up a little hill here. There's a guy waiting there. We're actually quite lucky that he didn't backstab us, really. This is why I was calling this kind of a suicide-like run for some loot. He went for the crossbow instead of the backstab. So we're just going to keep to the right. You can fall off the edge there, so watch there. That was the old sun ring. We'll talk about that in just a momento. We're going to stick to the right. To the very, very right. And there will be another ramp up here with another chest at the end. So we are running away from some dudes who can hit us while we are opening the chest. Bear that in mind. Chloranthy ring +1. So that is a direct upgrade for us because we are wearing the Chloranthy ring. So I'm just going to run out of range up there. Obviously we're at the steps now. Just out of range of the guys with the crossbows. And we're going to just go ahead and pop that on now. So we had Chloranthy ring, we're putting on +1. So that's going to recover our stamina even quicker. It is slightly heavier though. The ring itself is heavier. Right, so we've got a couple more things just to pick up. So from the staircase sort of leading out to the bonfire. Did I tell you guys you can actually hit these trees and they moan? They moan. The invisible guys love it. I find it a little bit finicky though. It doesn't, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work, but sometimes it distracts them. So from this tree, we're going to head towards the other thick tree that you can see just before our vision is obliterated. From the thick tree, look slightly to the left to another thick tree, and we have an item here, large soul. Keeping it flipping speedy to the next thick tree. And then to the right, there is a chest. There is a chest. You know what? I've been running around here trying to find a good way to describe to you where this chest is. But it's stressing me out a little bit. So basically, there's a couple shinies to pick up. Nothing like to write home about. But if you can get that chest, here we go. It's in between two trees. Just over here. Fairly close to the entrance, I think. It's worth picking up because it is a sorcery ring. Clear bluestone ring +1. It's definitely worth picking up. Yeah, it's sort of like... Here's the cliff here. It's sort of like down from the cliff. Downwards past this big tree and then like straight ahead. Yeah, hopefully that helps. We'll just get to somewhere safe and then we can look at everything we picked up. We've done well though. Like it's so easy just to run through here and not bother to pick up all the extra stuff, but it is always worth like picking it all up because you never know when you're going to get to a point in this game and suddenly go, I think I'll just be a sorcerer today. So having all this stuff like at your disposal is definitely worth doing. So yeah, clear bluestone shortens spell casting time. And that's not just for sorceries, that'll work if you're like offensive pyromancies and medicals as well. Plus it's already at +1, so it's a pretty good pickup in my opinion, just for a couple minutes just of running around semi-blind in the Shaded Woods. Also we picked up the old sun ring, which will explode when you get to a certain low HP. I feel like this is kind of like a PvP ring. You probably won't find yourself using it. But we did pick that one up as well. And there was a couple other little pickups. But yeah, so the main things to get for this build, if you're following my build exactly, is the Chloranthy ring, which is easy enough to get just by sticking to the bit more offensive, like casting and stuff like that. Please do take the time and grab the clear bluestone ring if you can find it. It's a big black chest. You'll be fine, I believe. I believe. Okay, so now we are in the call it Shaded Woods B. We're in Shaded Woods B now. Shaded Ruins. There you go. Now we are in the Shaded Ruins, and I'm going to cut this episode here just so we can have like it all nicely sectioned. But well done. Nice one. Thank you for watching. Thank you for leaving a like, and thank you for watching the next video. I'll see you in that one.